You're with BBC News. I'm the BBC's culture reporter, Noor Nanji. I'm here at a very rainy Leicester Square where we are expecting imminently the unveiling of a statue. You can see it behind me. It's currently covered up, but it is a statue from the film Diwali Dulhania Le Jayenge, one of the most popular and iconic Indian films, Bollywood films. It's been running for 30 years. This statue is going to be marking that. Now, the stars of this film are Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol. They play the iconic love pair who were part of that film, and they are the ones who are going to be depicted on that statue. Now, I'm not sure how much you can see, but essentially it looks like the image from the poster, so we're hoping that's what it's like, but you know, it could be any of a number of scenes from the film. And as I say, this film, I mean, it's actually been running for 30 years in a Mumbai cinema, so it's one of the longest running, continuously running film, Indian film. It is a really big part of India's pop culture, and as I say, it is actually the first ever Bollywood statue that is going to be in Leicester Square. So it's a really big moment for Indian film, for Bollywood film as well. And I don't know how much you can see behind me, but there are also some fans as well who've come, and it was all a bit secretive, but some fans have been braving the rain to be here. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the stars in this film. So Shah Rukh Khan, he is one of the biggest stars on the planet. He is also one of the biggest stars in Bollywood. His appeal really just transcends generations. He's had a career that spanned 30 years, 3 decades he's been doing, and before that he was also in TV. So he's a really huge name, not just in India, but also globally. And Kajol as well, she's actually had a career lasting around at the same amount of time, 3 decades. The two of them have actually starred in 7 films together, not just this one. Yes, and I think we're about to get started, so bear with, and I will step out of the way so you can see what is happening behind me, because I think we're about to begin.
I'm just waiting for the go-ahead, but we're nearly there. Am I ready to start? Excellent. So, what are you all doing here? I'll tell you what you're doing here. Well, first of all, I want to welcome everyone. We are here in London's Leicester Square for a very special moment as we unveil the newest addition to Scenes in the Square. And even more importantly, it is the first time that we are celebrating Indian cinema. Can I have a cheer, please? This statue is a scene from the film. Do you know what it is? Do you know? Yes, Diwali Dulhania Le Jayenge, now celebrating its 30th anniversary. And DDLJ is not only one of the most loved, the most successful Indian films, but it is also the longest running. Can you believe it? In Mumbai, there is a cinema screening the film every single day since 1995. That deserves a cheer. And we're in Leicester Square. Why are we in Leicester Square? Because this is the home of film. And not only that, can you guess why? Because Raj and Shimran first crossed paths in the film right here in Leicester Square, which really breaks my heart. I think that's so romantic. Now, the statue of Raj and Shimran joins icons like Gene Kelly, Harry Potter, Bridget Jones, and the list goes on. And this recognises the global impact of DDLJ and the Indian film industry. So, it is my great pleasure. I can't believe I get to meet them. You get to watch. I actually get to meet them. Okay, it is my great pleasure to introduce the Chief Executive of Yash Raj Films, Akshay Wadhadne. Come on down, come on out. We got the weather for you. Also, celebrated actress who actually doesn't need an introduction, Kajol. Come on down, along with the king of Bollywood himself, Shah Rukh Khan. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Lovely to meet you. Come and take a stand over here because you have the privilege.
No, they're.
Oh, you have the privilege.
I have the privilege
of unveiling. If you'd like to take the end, and we're going to count down from 5, please. And we're going to unveil the statue. Are we ready? 5. You're going to have to give it a good tug. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just about there would be great. Yeah. And if you can lift your umbrella as high as possible, just so we can see the statue.
And straight ahead, please, both of you. Thank you.
Guys, straight ahead, please. Straight forwards. Hold on.
And this just shows how much everybody loves DDLJ because it's morning, but we're all still here.
And look forwards, guys. Look forwards. Look dry.
And straight ahead, please.
Woo! And now if we have the 20 kids, you want to join the fight?
तो ये जाना सनम प्यार होता है दीवाना सनम
Straight forwards, please, guys. All look forwards.
देखा तो ये जाना सनम.
So we've just seen the unveiling of that statue. It is a statue from the iconic film DDLJ, Diwali, Duhania Le Jayenge, and of course the stars themselves have showed up. So we've got Shah Rukh Khan, known for many just as SRK, but also the king of Bollywood, and he is joined by Kajol, an actress as well, who needs no introduction, certainly in India, but also beyond. Now, their appeal, clearly we can see by the fact they're here in London's Leicester Square, the heart of film. They are, their appeal stretches way beyond India. They're right here in the capital. And, both of them, this film really launched their careers. I mean, it was 30 years ago. Both of them have since gone on to have many, many hits, and in fact have starred together a number of times since then. I think they've been in a total of 7 films together, and actually they've often played a love couple, not just that one time, but more regularly as well. So it's really, really incredible to see them here in London unveiling this statue. And in that introduction, I think in that statue unveiling, when we heard a little bit earlier, you may have noticed that they also mentioned that this statue is going to be alongside others here in the square. There's Harry Potter, there's Bridget Jones that recently went up. Now I think we have Mohit Govardhani with us. I think that's right. He's from Big Bollywood Buffs. Mohit, are you hearing me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi Mohit, thank you so much for joining. Now you have interviewed a lot of stars, you're a big Bollywood follower yourself, and how important is this moment? And tell us why this film in particular has resonated with audiences around the world, but also of course here in the UK.
Of course, I mean Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge is not just a film, it's actually a cultural phenomenon. As you mentioned previously, the film is possibly the only Bollywood film that has been running successfully at a theatre in India for the past 30 years at the Maratha Mandir in Mumbai. And its impact on British Asians isn't just nostalgic, but I feel like it's foundational because there's very few films that have actually captured the emotional reality and essence of the South Asian diaspora with the authenticity and the aspiration that DDLJ did back in 1995.
Mohit, tell me, what does it mean to you personally? I mean, you're a huge Bollywood fan. What does this film mean to you personally?
I mean, for me, honestly, it was one of the first few movies I watched during my childhood. It brings back so many childhood memories. Just watching Shah Rukh and Kajol on screen, their chemistry, but also as an NRI and someone who's not actually born and brought up in India, but someone who grew up in Europe and the UK. I do think that through this film, I learned so much about India. It just made everybody, all the NRIs, be so much more culturally rooted and in line with their values and Indian values.
Well, I think that's exactly it, because for a lot of us who grew up, not in India, but grew up here, but, it was so much a part of our childhoods watching these films.
Yes.
These stars are household names for many of us. How big of a fan base, particularly in the UK? I mean, we've heard a bit of it there, some of the fans who've gathered, but clearly, I mean, I'm watching people desperately trying to take photos with Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol as they leave, and it's really something to see. But I mean, how big of a fan base do they have here in the UK specifically?
Honestly, I think in the UK they probably have their biggest fan base. Shah Rukh Khan is obviously an international star. He's recognized all over the world. Even in Germany, he has a massive fan base. In Spain, not just the Indians who live abroad, but also people from all over the world know Shah Rukh Khan. I mean, he's the Shah Rukh Khan. He's India's biggest superstar. Kajol, of course, she's had a career spanning over 3 decades, so she's also very popular. And, in the UK, fans just go crazy about them. As you mentioned, like, everybody's trying to get a selfie with them, trying to get a picture with them. But I do genuinely feel that connect that fans have with these stars is because they've appeared in so many hit films together, and their on-screen chemistry as a love couple is just amazing.
Mohit, thank you so much for that. It was really, really interesting to hear your perspective as someone who's followed this closely over many years. Now, I'd like to bring in as well my colleague, our reporter, Annabelle Ariane Igam. Thank you so much for being here as well.
Thank you.
We've just seen the
very damp.
Well, I was saying there's not many people I wait for, but we waited for Shah Rukh Khan and for Kajol. And how big a moment was that? And what did we just see unveiled? Tell us about the moment there.
It was so special. I mean, this is the first statue in Leicester Square to feature a Hindi Bollywood film. So it's massive for them, and it's massive for the South Asian community here in the UK too, who are Bollywood fans all over the country. So yeah.
And why is it that they've chosen this film, DDLJ, for this statue?
It's a global phenomenon. The film was kind of viewed as a breakthrough in Bollywood. It blended traditional values with a new global feel. We saw settings from London and Europe and India, and it really did have that all-encompassing feel to it. And then you've got the themes of love, identity, and belonging, which are always a massive appeal. Shah Rukh and Kajol, they turned into superstars after this film. So it is a special film. The first half was filmed here in London, so it feels very fitting for the statue to be placed here.
And you mentioned just there, but I mean, Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol, we heard some of the fan reaction there, but there was so much excitement to see them. I mean, why are they so iconic themselves as actors?
Well, I think individually they are incredible actors, but together they really bring something to the screen. They've starred together as each other's romantic interests in many films, and an image of them as this very lovable couple has been reoccurring in lots of movies. So them together is wonderful to see, because even as individuals, incredible, but together, amazing.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Annabelle. And yes, as you were hearing there, I mean, loads of excitement. The stars have just disappeared off now, but some of the fans have started to head off as well. But that was an incredible moment just to see them right in the centre here. Now, I think we've got our reporter, Mayuresh Gopal, with us as well. Now, Mayuresh is, I believe, outside the cinema where we were saying earlier, there is a cinema in Mumbai where they have continuously been playing this film for 30 years. Ever since it came out, which is really quite something. It makes it the longest, as you can see behind me there, the longest running film in the history of Indian cinema. Now, Mayuresh, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can, yes. Along with the song playing behind you.
Well, okay, Mayuresh, you're outside this famous cinema. Tell us about the significance of the cinema and also this film in particular, DDLJ.
Yes, DDLJ. It's such a cult film now, not only for the generation when the film was released way back in 1995, but after 30 years, that means almost 2 generations, and still it has, the status of cult cinema, and the following is huge. It was premiered way back on 20th of October 1995, and right now I'm standing in that very specific cinema hall, Maratha Mandir, and you can see right behind me the big poster of Shah Rukh and Kajol, and every single morning at 11:30 the show is running. It never stopped. Only there are two exceptions. When there was a COVID period way back in 2020, the cinema halls were shut down for some months at that point of time, and there was another day when a prominent politician died in the city. Except barring those two exceptions, this film has never stopped running in this particular cinema hall, and it has such a huge significance. Even after 30 years, many of the romantic drama films in Bollywood, even today, they get the inspiration from DDLJ. Of course, because they got new superstar in Shah Rukh Khan back then. Of course, their chemistry, the music, you know, the spirit of the music, those. I was in school back then, and even today, even that point of time, I did not understand the meaning of those words. I could still recite all those songs, and even today, after so many years. So the music still has, you know, the special place in the hearts of Indian cinema lovers. And along with that, you know, 1990s was the a decade of ambition for India with economic liberalization, and then they saw the first Indian film going to such a huge fan base even today after 30 years. So even Indian ambitions reflect in DDLJ. So the big superstar, the music, and of course the Indian ambitions going global.
And you know, as you say, people have been going to see this film for 30 years. I mean, what is it about the film itself in terms of maybe the themes? Of course, the stars, that's a massive draw, but is there something in the themes that have really proven timeless as well for audiences?
If you talk about the film, of course, yes, Raj and Simran, you know, those are the timeless characters in the romantic Indian cinema drama now. There were romantic films in earlier Bollywood, typical Bollywood films also after that. But, you know, Raj and Simran, they have these, you know, special place. And apart from that, as I said, the music, all those songs are even hit today. At least they get played at least once on the radio stations. People have them on their playlist, and it doesn't matter which generation you belong. The song still resonates with the Indian film music lovers. And apart from that, you know, it has everything. It has romance, it has drama, it has, you know, fight, conflict. Apart from that, it has Indian cultures. And again, I think, if not the first, DDLJ was the first film. First part of the film was entirely shot in Europe. First part in London, Switzerland. So that was, you know, Indian cinema coming of age. They are going abroad, shooting elsewhere. After that, you saw many films, even starring Shah Rukh Khan, shot entirely outside India, in Europe, in US. So DDLJ, you know, kind of it has a special place where Indian cinema going global and creating a special global fan base. So that's why DDLJ has still a special place in every Indian cinema lover's heart.
Thank you, Myra. Thank you so much. We are battling the elements here, as you can probably see, so we're going to have to end that there, but thank you so much for that. And let's just have a quick look at the pictures in case you missed them earlier, because of course we'll just talk through what's happened here. You can see the statue that has just been unveiled in honor of this film, DDLJ, Dilwani Dunhania Le Jayenge, one of the longest running films in Indian cinema. It is it stars Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol. We saw them earlier as well, unveiling that statue, which went down a treat with the fans here who braved the weather. And I think it's really just worth reflecting again that this statue is the first Bollywood statue here in Leicester Square. A really significant moment for Indian film to be recognised here in the heart of film in London, in Leicester Square, where indeed some of the scenes from the film were as well. Thank you so much for watching.